Hi, how you doing? My name is Chad, and have you ever wondered what it meant to have true grit? You know, the kind of grit that when things get tough, you are out there making things happen, regardless of how you feel or what you're doing. Well, I'm here to share with you what it means to have real grit for your business. And this is an area that many struggle with because we think that we have grit, but then something happens and it takes us away from our current uh, position that we are in. And then next thing we know, we lose track of what we are doing. So before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and make a comment below. So I'm going to give you three things that makes grit. Three areas that's going to give you an idea of what it means to have the grit and how to keep that grit, so that resilience that you're wanting. So when times get tough, you will never fail. You'll always have. You'll always look back and say, "Okay, this is what I need to do, and this is how I'm going to fix it, and and I'm not going to allow anything to get in the way of me achieving my dreams." So the first thing that we need to talk about is the definition of grit. And I was reading a book by Joe DeSana called The 10 Rules of Resilience. And in this book is really a book about parenting, and then parenting for success for your children, so that when they grow up, that whatever happens, that they will have that resilience to become the best version of themselves and become very successful in life. Now, if you don't know who Joe DeSana is, Joe DeSana is a guy who created Spartan. And Spartan is like the if you ever seen like the triathlons and that type of thing, the the mud puddles where you go down and out. That's who Joe DeSana is. In his book, at Two Rules of Resilience, he talks about how he has a no excuse attitude when it comes to raising his children. And one of the chapters, I believe it's the last chapter, rule number 10, it's grit. It's all about resilience and having that resilience to achieve anything that you set your mind to. Because Joe DeSena might be a father, but he's also a business person who is working to expand his business, and I'd imagine that so are you. And one of the things that we are always that I struggle with, and I know that you probably struggle with as well, is trying to find that grit. And in his book, he discusses what it means to have grit. And what it means to have grit is this. This is the definition of grit. It's perseverance plus passion is going to give you grit. Let me repeat that. Passion. So your passion is what? What you're passionate about, your ideas, your goals, your targets, your hobbies, whatever. Passion, and then persevering because you believe in that passion so much that whatever you have that whatever something is coming at you, your perseverance says, okay, I got struck down. So what am I going to do? I'm going to get back up and I'm going to continue forward. I don't care if you don't believe me. I don't care that you don't like me. I don't care that I failed 1,000 times. That 1,001 time is going to be the time where I'm going to get it done. That is what it means to have true grit. The kind of grit that's going to make you successful in your life. So whatever business that you have, you let's say you start off with a network marketing business, an affiliate marketing business, or whatever business. And let's say that you're so excited and you like, man, this is a great product. I really believe in it. I'm gonna be rich. And then a few days later, a week later, a month later, 2 months later, 3 months later, whatever that time frame is, you begin to have a lot of self doubt that begins to come in. And then you begin to say, well, this doesn't work. This is a scam. This is, um, I should have never joined it. I just wasted my money. But so you have to go back and ask yourself, what was it that made me believe that this product it was such a good product? What made me believe that the reason that I joined this particular business opportunity, what was it that made me join and the reason why I joined? Because if you have the passion and the passion to believe in that particular product or that or particular industry that you're in, then you have one step of the process to make it happen. But if you're without the passion, then you'll never be able to persevere. And if you don't have perseverance, then the passion will die, and you would just end up quitting. So your belief when it comes to belief is like having is building that passion, right? So you build up all the education in your business. You build up the education about the product, about the opportunity itself, and you're presenting it uh, to them. And so that builds your passion, and from that passion, you're building that perseverance. So one of the things, also another thing that really helps to build uh, grit is that we have to look at courage. We have to have the courage to make things happen. We have to be conscientious about who we are and what we are. And so these are really like the 3 to 5 things that is really required to have grit, right? So i- we if we have passion about what we believe, if we are resilient in what we believe, if we have courage to continue regardless of the situation, and we had the perseverance, which all these are all things that come into play when it comes to having that particular grit. And in Joe DeSantis' book, he talks about how he raises kids, and whenever his kids are ready to quit, they're complaining a lot, and he he tells them like, listen, you can do this. You can make this happen because kids overall are very resilient uh, beings. They have the ability to do things that when we're older and we're adults, we're like, oh my gosh, man, how do they do that, right? So getting up and exercise, I don't want to do this, right? But through that complaining, the rules are set, and then they're able to break through that eventually and succeed, and your child becomes much happier. Well, the same is true, with your business. You know, you, you may you might be complaining, you might be disgruntled, you might be a little upset, but you put the one step forward, and it's like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to break through my mental block, my mental mindset that's keeping me from achieving what I want, and I'm going to make this thing happen. And that's when you start to see the kind of success that you are truly looking for. So, what does it mean, right? So, if you like what you heard today, hit the like button, subscribe, and make a comment below, and we would love to have you with us more. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time, and I hope you got a lot of value out of this.